The 21st century urban setting. A fast-paced life, money on fingertips, high living, expensive tastes, faster connectivity, and a life that never stands still. But there is an underbelly to this carefree living. A stark, stinking reality that much of the highly mobile city dwellers often neglect. It's the waste the city leaves behind in its wake, mountains of garbage that another population of the city is left to scavenge. It's rags to riches, a metaphor for the city's waste that undergoes a transformation, making a fetching fortune for itself, and also a story for those who are the architects of this makeover.
The plastic bags that you saw outside being washed is converted into a fabric like this, and the colors which you see are of the original plastic bags. It's cut and made into a bag like this.
And scripting this story is Anita, a woman with a simple dream and a vision for the city that she lives in.
No, I definitely subscribe to this view that the Delhiites or citizens today are not really concerned about the environment. The life has become so self-centered that they don't exactly think what are they doing. It's really a funny situation where you want to live in an international city, but you don't want to follow the rules of our international city. We still live in a way that we used to live in the village. One of the few organizations who are actually working with creating employment for the rag pickers and not just as recyclers.
4 साल से काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे और बहुत अनीता मैम है, बहुत ख्याल करती है और 4 मेरे बच्चे हैं, मेरे पति नहीं है, मैंने फिर भी खुश होकर काम किया है। अच्छा लगा मैंने पन्नी का काम करके और भी हमें सहायता मिल रही है काम सीखने में।
We have generated employment to the tune of about 300 people are now employed in this project. They are all spread around Delhi. And well, very interesting. I feel women remain the most vulnerable, and for us it takes about 1 year for a woman who's on the floor sorting garbage to make her a factory worker. They have never sat on a chair. So for me the biggest thrill is to see them finally reach the chair.
बहुत गरीबी परिवार से मैं ताल्लुक़ रखता था और अनीता मैम ने मेरे को नौकरी दी। उसके बाद अच्छी मेरे को कमाई होती है जिससे मैं अच्छा अपना गुजारा करता हूँ।
The course that started from recognition for rag pickers to the eco-friendly re- and upcycle high-fashion products hasn't been an even one for Anita.
There are a lot of hardships involved, and it's a lonely walk. And hurdles we have faced from the government. We have not got support. They say it's an illegal project on an illegal land with an illegal community. Most of the rag pickers do not have any identity cards. They are living on illegal lands, and according to the law, till the property is at your home, it's private property. The moment you throw it on the street, it's government property. So the rag pickers, by picking up the waste they pick up from the streets, they're actually stealing government property. So that is why they can be harassed and arrested and beaten up.
12 years since Conserve India set into motion, it has transformed the lives of more than 300 workers, and their products are sold in the United States, Japan and Europe. But the dream to grow bigger and larger lingers.
5 years down the line, I see Conserve India in not only cities of India, but in many countries, because both re- and upcycling is the new wave. Just as you had .com and healthcare and telecom, green technologies is the future.
A greener city and equal opportunities for all citizens. This urban crusader is what amazing Indians are made of.